Hi everyone. Let's see some prediction technique which are required to predict the burst time of a process. So I am discussing about the prediction technique. Prediction technique. Okay. It is classified into two categories. One is the static and the other one is dynamic. Okay. Static means after predicting the burst time, means when you predict the burst time, then the burst time will be fixed throughout the process running, throughout the running of the various processes. And in dynamic, the burst time is continuously changed, or it will change based on the certain parameters. Okay, so we will see all these parameters, how we can continuously update the burst time in dynamic and how we can fix the burst time in static. So in static prediction technique, there are two parameters which can predict the burst time. One is based on the process size. Process size means whenever you predict the burst time, then before predicting the burst time, you will see the previous completed process and decide how you can predicted the previous burst time for the previous completed process. And if the size of the newly current process is almost same to the last previous processes, then the burst time is also same for the new current process. Okay, what I mean to say, let's say old process which are completed our size, let's say 200 kb. Okay, and you have allotted the prediction burst time for this process, let's say 4 unit of time. And suddenly if a new process come and this new process have size, let's say 205 kb, okay, then its size is very much close to the previous old size. So here also we can allocate the 4 units of time to the newly formed process. Okay, so this is the method which are used in static prediction technique, and this method is known as based on process size. Okay, and the next classification is process type. So in operating system or in our computer, process is classified into various categories. Okay, they are mainly divided into two categories. One is the system process, which are run by the operating system, and the other one is user process. User means a programmer or naive user which can run the various process. System process means, let's say CPU scheduling algorithm or resource manager or file allocator or resource allocator. All these are nothing but a system process, and system process have a higher priority compared to the user process. It means that this system process will be processed first, and then after we will process the user process. Okay, so operating system process will require generally less burst time compared to the user process. And user process again categorized into three parts. One is interactive. In interactive process, you can continuously interact with the application which are running on the operating system. So continuous interaction is required in interactive process. The other type of the process is foreground process. Foreground process means we can see the application or we can see the process. So in foreground process, the particular application is running in the foreground, which you can see easily. And the next one is background process. Background process, which we cannot see directly, it will run in the background. Okay, so if I allocate the burst time to the different processes, system process and this various user process, then the burst time will be it is from smaller to larger. So operating system process or system process is having less burst time. I am talking about the burst time prediction. And then after interactive process, and then after foreground process, and then finally background process. So background process generally need the larger time compared to the system interactive and foreground process. Okay, so these are the two techniques. One is the process size and the other one is the process type, based on which we can predict the burst time and fix it throughout all the process, throughout the completion of all processes in the operating system. Now in the next video we will see the dynamic approach for predicting burst time.